Hey vintage lovers, so today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I want to show you how to utilize some of your oversized scarves and how to turn them themselves into handbags. Instead of tying a scarf on a handbag, how to turn one into a handbag. So I have a couple of scarves and I have two different styles that I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you one with handles and one without. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is without handles. You don't need anything else to get this one started. So I have one of my handy dandy oversized scarves here. Now I'm using a scarf that is nice and big. It is a polyester scarf. It doesn't stay in my hair that well. I have worn this as a turban a few times and I do like this scarf very much. I think it's beautiful, but it isn't a delicate silk scarf. I wouldn't recommend doing this with anything that you'd be scared of tying in a very tight knot, because that's one of the things that we have to do to achieve a handbag, okay? So first thing you're gonna do is find a good scarf. Now you can really use any size scarf that you want, but if you want a big handbag, then you need a big scarf. So the first thing you need to do is lie it out flat, and you want to find the outside of the outside of the scarf. So flip it over so that the part that you want seen, or the outside of the bag, should be face up. Now if your scarf has a tag, you want to locate that because you're going to put that at one of the corners of the triangle that we're about to fold. The first thing we're going to do is fold it in half in a large triangle. So I have a tag over in this corner, so I'm going to take this corner and fold it over so that I've created a big triangle. So you want to get it basically as even as you can. And there we go. So again, this is the corner that has the tag. So I just put that on one of the sides of the triangle. So now all you're going to do is tie 3 knots basically. So you want to take a good portion of this and you're going to tie it in a knot. And then you take the other side, you basically want to match that up, grab it about there, tie it in a knot. Before I tighten this one, I want to make sure that it's about even. There we go, looks good. Tighten that up pretty good. You can see why you wouldn't want to do this on a delicate scarf. This is a good thrift store find. Take a good scarf from there and do it. So now you're going to turn it inside out, but right side in. You're going to tuck these 2 knotted pieces in that you did. And these 2 loose ends, you're just going to tie them twice. So you got once. Again, I want this to be a little bit even. And twice. Give it a good couple tugs that way. Bring it back. There we go. And I like the 2 little loose ends. And that's it, guys. So I'm going to show you what this looks like when you're actually wearing it. So I got a bunch of stuff here to shove in there. So let's see. I'm going to the beach, so I'm going to throw, here's my bikini bottom, my bikini top. I've got my cell phone, my baby's hat, some beef jerky. I got some wipes, because you always need that at the beach. Some gum. I'm going to throw some water in there as well. So you can see this holds quite a bit of stuff, and it really holds up well. And I personally think it's just adorable. I think it's a super cute way to use some of your scarves. Now for bag number 2, you need a scarf and you need handles. So I have these bamboo handles that I picked up at, I'm not even sure. They have these most places. I might have gotten them at Michael's, but for some reason I think that I got them at Joann's. but I also could have gotten them at AC Moore. We have a couple different shops around here, so these, I'm sure they sell them on Amazon too. I'll see if I can find them on Amazon and I'll link them for you, but these are just bamboo handles, and it doesn't have to be exactly these handles. You just need 2 handles. You can get wood handles. You can probably even just get away with using big old bangled bracelets and making like a little tiny clutch out of that as well. Hey, that's an idea. So you need these and you need a scarf. So I just recently picked this scarf up at Severs. So I'm going to use this one. So what you're going to do, lie this out flat. You're going to take your handle, put it down just a couple inches and basically center. You're going to take your 2 ends, put them underneath so that you have these 2 little flaps. Now this is the trick. You turn this upside down. You literally just flip it over and then you push this up and then you tie this into your knot here once and twice. All right, I'm gonna do it again so you can see it. So 1 handle's done. How simple is this, guys? So you take your handle, you put it down, you want it basically in the middle here. You're gonna tuck both ends underneath, and while you're holding these 2 ends, you take your handle and you flip it over towards you, and then you push it towards you as well, and then you tie your bow. 1 knot and 2 knots. Hey, baby girl.
Hi, baby girl.
Hi, baby girl. Want to say hi? Wave at the camera.
Hi.
Hi. All right, so that's it. Here's your handbag. Pretty cool, right? So let me put some stuff in there and I'll show you what this one looks like as well. Here's style number 2. Alright, so now just as a little bonus thing, I'm going to show you guys how to make a giant oversized handbag. This is especially good for you moms out there. So I have a ton of my daughter's old swaddles. And now when I'm like running out the door, especially in the summer, this time of year, I'm throwing like a towel and her bathing suit and everything into a bag, and I just need like a nice big bag. And then at the end of the day, you're throwing like a wet towel, a wet bathing suit, and usually her sandals because I'm not putting them back on her sandy feet or whatever the case may be. So I just want something that I can immediately throw into the wash. So I actually take one of her old swaddles and I turn it into a handbag that fits everything I need for the day. So just like that first bag that we did, you're going to take your big old piece of fabric here. So this is just a big old swaddle. I take the 2 ends. Again, this one has whales, so this is the one that I like to use for this because it's great to go to the beach or the pool. You're going to take your end, fold it over so that you have a nice big triangle. Do your 2 knots. And this, you don't need to match up quite as much because
I'm puppy toes.
oh really?
I'm puppy toes.
You're on your tippy toes?
Yeah.
This is just a makeshift bag. It doesn't need to match up. Hi, camera. And now you turn this one right side. You're gonna tuck. You can hold it as soon as mommy's done with it. Oh, thank you. Can you hold that for me for a moment? Because I'm gonna show everyone how to put everything inside. Now you took your 2 loose ends and you tie that in a nice strong knot. So now you've got a nice big sack. So may I have that, please?
Hi.
Thank you. So I wanted to show you. Here's a nice big towel. You throw that guy in there. What else do we have? Mommy's bikini top. I'm gonna throw that in there. Can I have the other one? Got Mommy's bikini bottom. Tallulah's hat. Can you hand me the other one? Here's Mommy's hat. And I mean, I can keep filling this thing. The other day we went to a pool party and I had her swimmies in it and all sorts of things. A couple bottles of water. So here you go. Look at this. A nice, easy handbag. So at the end of the day, I throw all the wet stuff right back into it again. And then I just unknot it and throw it in the wash. So one little trick I'm going to show you, since I have this one right here. Since it's a nice big knot, it's going to be easier for me to show you on camera. Oh, thank you very much. When you're untying the knots in your scarf, you don't want to sit there and really peck at it because you might actually ruin the fabric. Oh, can we leave that for a moment? Thank you. So the way to untie a knot, and this trick actually works in like plastic bags or anything else that you tie the knot in. Say hi. Is you take your tail end here and you twist it so that it becomes really, really stiff, and then you push it through. It actually works. And oh, thank you very much, Tallulah. So I just tightened it up, pushed it through, and then there you go. It unties. All right, so that's it, guys. Sorry for all the distractions, but isn't she cute? I hope this helps somebody out and give you some inspiration. Oh, look, some inspiration on other things you can do with your scarves. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. This was the loudest Mr. Rogers episode that I could have found, and it's still not keeping her attention.